I spent a bit of time going through different online forums to see what kind of issues students are wanting to ask online. And one of the things that kept coming up is when high school students are applying to university, and some programs might require a supplementary application for them to list their extracurriculars. They're asking the question, how many should I put down? And if if it's a good thing to kind of have extracurriculars with the same branding that of the same university that they're applying for. So, for example, if a student is hoping to apply to an engineering program at University ABC, is it good to also list that I went to summer camps at University ABC? As someone who reviews a lot of different applications each year for both the undergrad and graduate program, I can tell you that the extracurricular section is really intended to analyze your passion for the program that you're applying for. So, for example, if you're a business student hopeful and you're applying to an undergrad business program, the extracurricular section is there for the university to assess how serious and passionate you are about business. So, for a business hopeful student, what we would look for is to see what kind of extracurriculars you've had in the past, or ongoing side projects that you may also have, and to see how it may relate to the business world, so that we can assess whether or not you're a serious business student, or if you're just someone who's applying to a business program because you're not sure what you want to attend in the future. But the catch is the application may ask you to list 3 to 5 extracurriculars, and we actually don't expect all 3 to 5 to be all business related. For example, it's good to have 1 or 2 really good, extracurriculars that's related to the program of your choice. But in general, because universities don't expect students to have a bunch of extracurriculars that applies to their field, the other remaining extracurriculars, what we're looking for is for the student to showcase that they are someone who is capable of success. So we're hoping to see some sort of success examples in the other extracurriculars. So, for example, you might be very athletic, and we want to see that you are devoted to the sport for multiple years, so that it shows commitment. And if you were able to win any awards or trophies, make sure you also note that in the application, because that may give you higher marks. And similarly, if you can also show that you have some sort of leadership skills. So for example, you were in student council, or you ran a very successful community project, etc. These are also examples for us to show that the student is capable and committed and has a track record of success, and that also adds to your application overall. So really, when you're applying to any program that requires you to fill out a supplementary application where it asks you to list your extracurriculars, be strategic in what you list out. In the online forums, I see that a lot of students kind of debate whether or not they want to list everything, and my suggestion is that's not a good idea if you have a lot of extracurriculars. Oftentimes there's a word count, so make sure that you pick the top 3 to 5 things that can that you're able to detailedly explain what you've done for how many years, if you have any success in it, any success stories, any trophies, awards, or even competitions. We understand that not all students can win awards because there's probably only a finite number of awards given at competitions, but explain that you've been to a lot of different competitions at different various levels if applicable. So, for example, local, state or provincial, and then maybe national or international. These are good things to know in your application. And then make sure that you're also showcasing any other curriculars that may kind of be able to kind of paint you as a more well-rounded student. And these examples will even be better if you can showcase that you're a committed student and that you have a track record of success. And sometimes I think a lot of students kind of focus on showcasing the positive and good side, but some students might come in with other experiences. For example, they might have attempt to create a startup or a side business, but it failed. And some students do these examples very well, and they showcase that they were very committed in starting something, but they failed, and they're very honest about it. But that they're very resilient and they learn from it, and why the program that they're picking now is related to that, because they want to know why they did wrong, and that they want to start up again in the future, and to hope to make it right. So there's a lot of different ways to kind of answer the extracurricular question, but in general, you want to make sure that you are showcasing your commitment, your leadership, and also that you're well-roundedness. And it's not so much about how many you've done, but it's about the quality of the extracurriculars that you participated in.